Q&A. I'm going to try to do these more regularly than I have been in the past 6 months. So over at the shop, getting some stuff ready before I paint the Durango Hellcat. So I had to make sure the booth was okay, inflate it. It's kind of sketchy because if the fan goes out, it collapses really, really fast. It collapses way faster than I thought it would. There's like no time. If like the breaker pops or anything, you have probably like 5 seconds to be able to go and do anything. So, but other than that, it is way larger than I think they said in the ad. So I bought it from China. And it was only supposed to be like 25 feet. I feel like this is longer than 25 feet because this over here, I think each one of these sections, damn, why does this stupid phone do that? I think each one of these sections is like 20 or 22 feet, and it's almost two of those sections. So it's almost 40 feet. It's probably like 30 something feet, which is fine, but it takes up like the whole shop when you inflate it. So I'm not going to leave it inflated. I guess I'm not going to leave it inflated because it doesn't stay inflated. I'm not going to leave the fan on all the time, but I'm not going to have it taking up the shop the whole time. So the only bad thing is I'd always have to have a spot to be able to inflate it. So I can't just stuff this place full of cars over here. Another thing, I thought I'd be able to inflate it in the other shop. Actually, I might be able to inflate it in the other shop if I do it the other way. Now that I think about it, I was looking door to door. Maybe I should go to, oh man, it might, if they got, why does it keep doing that? This rack right here, if this rack wasn't there and I didn't have anything against that wall, I probably could get, it would be tight before the lift. And I could just pull the Durango in to the paint booth. So we'll see what happens, but she is definitely gonna be green this week. I can't wait to see her in the green. The roof's gonna get sprayed first, like I said before, and then I'll spray the quarters. She's just way too tall to be in there with a stool and try to be reaching over and try to paint the whole thing at the same time. It just would be a nightmare. Plus it has that gutter, which that masking line you'll never even notice. So you'll never see it because it's covered with a piece of trim and everything. So I can't wait to do that because once this is painted, I could throw the lowering springs, the adjustable arms on it. I could throw the fender liners back in, the front fender liners. I could get the wheels cleaned up. I could pretty much wash her, get the exhaust all bolted back up instead of just hanging there. And then I'll paint the rear bumper, the flares, the side skirts, and then I could put the tail lights in, and then I could do the fenders, the hood, and the front bumper in the next batch. And I'll wait till last to do the doors because I want to, and the hatch, the doors and the hatch, because I kind of want to cruise it around with none of those on. I'll put a front windshield in, and the quarter glasses. Oh, and I also I'll probably paint the fuel door when I paint the quarter panels. So I need to scuff that, and I'll probably sand that in some 320. But other than that, she's ready. I can't wait to see her in green. I bet a lot of people also can't wait to see her in green. I've been waiting a long time, but I mean everybody else has too. It's definitely a process to get it right. So, and then all this stuff in the office is going to be out of the way because I've been kind of protecting it, and I have all the doors, like the whole front of the office is the whole front of the office is just full of Durango stuff. So we'll definitely get all this stuff cleared out once it's on the car, which will be really nice. So let's see, 40 people. Awesome. Let's see, let me sit down really quick. Oh man, yeah, just the whole breaker and the fan thing is kind of sketchy. Maybe I'll have somebody be over here just in case something happens. There's just still not, there's so not enough time to do anything if anything does happen. Let's see. Hi, how's it going? Hi, what's going on? What's up? Not much. How are you guys doing? Let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh man, what's going on here? Let's see. Do my LS4 4T80 swap. Thanks for the great info. No problem. I mean, I'm just waiting to get mine tuned, which is, I think he said the 1st or something like that. It's the beginning of next month. I'm trying to take the Grand Prix and the GTO to LS Fest. So hopefully everything goes well and we can get them tuned and then just go down there and do whatever you do at LS Fest with LSs. So, yo, Dave, new shop is looking so good. You killing it, dude. Thanks. There's a lot of stuff that I still need to do, but there's just not enough time. I mean, I'm trying to get the Durango painted, trying to get a bunch of stuff done, plus clean, plus, it's a lot of work. So hopefully it comes around. I mean, I've been working on some stuff upstairs. Once the whole upstairs is cleaned out, I'll be able to move a bunch of these headliners and charger parts to the shelves upstairs so I can actually put heavier stuff on these racks in the shop, and then everything will be off the floor. It'll be really easy to find stuff. I won't be searching for stuff. It'll be really, really nice. I want to get set up so I can do Cerakote, so I can paint stuff when I need to. I'm probably going to end up getting a smaller than this paint booth, just so if I want to paint, or maybe like one of those pop-up tents or something, just so when I want to paint an engine bay or something like that, or a hood or a fender, like single things, smaller things, I don't have to blow up this huge paint booth and move a bunch of stuff around. So it'll make things a lot easier. And if I need to Cerakote something, I could paint it in there instead of just like in the shop or something like that. So that'll be cool. I can't wait to, especially on the Pulsar DTIR and some stuff for the charger, get the lower control arm Cerakoted, get the, all that stuff Cerakoted. So it just looks really, really clean. Never have to worry about it rusting. Also, I want to powder coat the GTIR valve cover and figure some stuff out with that. But that's, I need to get that engine and figure out what I'm going to do with the build on that. If I'm going to sleeve it, if I'm going to go with different pistons, I'm going to definitely put rods in it, etc. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Let's see. Hello, Dave. Good to see you. Same. Let's see. Do you have a rust-free 4th gen Ram cab? I don't know. I mean, pretty much everything in Colorado is rust-free, so it's not that big of an issue around here. Hello from South Carolina. What's going on? Big fan. Nice to see the bigger space working out for you, Dave. Thanks. Hi from Danville. What's going on, Robert? Yeah, I plan on using the Terminator X Max as well. I know people will be shocked to see what I'm putting it in. I think the Terminator X Max is the best solution for the Grand Prix. I mean, there's so many. I guess if you want to keep all the factory stuff, you probably don't want to do that. But I just had so many body control module and like factory module issues that it wasn't worth. It was cheaper to buy a Terminator X than to fix all those modules. So after I already paid to have HP tuners put on my computer, so that was like $100, which wasn't that bad, but still. When did I get the Junkyard? I don't know. It's been what, a month? It's been a month. Congrats on reaching 170K subs. Thanks, I appreciate it. Congrats on the 170K. Yeah, I still, the funny thing is YouTube is supposed to send you like a plaque or something at like 100,000 subscribers. I never have gotten that. It's been It's been like years. Never ever gotten that. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but um, I guess they're not really that great anymore. They used to be like a silver plated button, and now they're like a tinfoil piece of paper. So I guess it really doesn't matter to me. But everyone I've ever seen using these paint balloons never reused it more than twice. I find it's a big expense for what it is. I don't know. I plan on using it quite a bit. I paint quite a few things. As long as I don't have any issues, I'm going to keep it pretty clean. But as long as I don't have any, you know, dust issues or any, I don't know. I don't know, kind of if, you know, the fans go out all the time. I mean, if I'm going to end up having to make it like a permanent paint booth, I'm going to just, you know, put a permanent paint booth up. So, you know, it'll probably take up about the same space. I didn't realize you were in Colorado. What part? I'm in Pueblo. Just joined. Hello from SoCal. What's going on? We've spoken via email. The 3-wheel build. Huh? The 3-wheel build. It's a crime they didn't pick you for chief donut maker. I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to do whatever they want. It's more of an issue that the people they picked. I've heard this from subscribers. I haven't like watched any of this stuff, but they said that like the people they picked didn't even know anything about cars, didn't know anything about doing donuts. Like they were awful. I haven't watched it. I don't know. I really, you know, I was just like throwing my hat into the ring and seeing what happened. But I feel like the people they have running the stuff for Dodge, like the whatever marketing or whoever's doing it, they're like probably like a bunch of girls that have never done any car stuff in their life. So they just like work at a car automotive place and they have like a degree. So, and I thought it was funny, like people were like, this subscriber lives up the street from me. He's like, yeah, the people that were like doing whatever they're doing, like the event, they were like, they didn't even know like how to do social media or how to present themselves. It was very bad. I don't say that I should have won it, but they should have probably picked somebody that already was doing some sort of social media, like me, Jose from DIY Gang, anybody, you know, that had some sort of automotive following, that knew how to use social media, that knew how to present themselves and actually speak in front of a camera, speak in front of an audience. It's, you know, it just kind of looks bad for Dodge. So, plus I have a cool Charger and I have the Durango, so it's it would have just fit. But you know, I still have my stuff. I really don't care. Then I don't have to deal with Dodge. So maybe they'll figure it out. Let's see. Someone said something. I don't know how to speak that language. Hey Dave, I thought that Cerakote trim killed anything I should be aware of when using the wipes. Any prep or just use it on dry warm days. I probably definitely dry. I probably wouldn't do it, you know, like in the sun or anything. Also, just do it on plastic. So we tried it when I was there on some of this. The Pulsar is a very good example. So the Pulsar has like this trim right here. It's kind of like a rubber. It's like really old. It's like kind of like a rubber coated metal. It doesn't work on that really well. We wiped some on there and it made it look blacker, and it probably was fine. It didn't like do any weird stuff to it. But there was also kind of like this. This is like this is probably like a rubber too, but like the newer trim, maybe the Grand Prix has some of it on there. Oh, maybe the GTO has some on it. So there's like the FD. The FD has some on it. So there's like this stuff right here. No, this is rubber. Damn it. No, there's like this. Okay, this is rubber. It'd probably not work on that. I just use some that McGuire's like VLR on there. But this right here is kind of like a plastic, but kind of like a it's like a vinyl coated piece of metal. Don't use it on there or like streak it. But like on anything that is, we tried it on, you know, the plastic black, whatever this is, cowl thing. It worked pretty well, but since this is all grayed out, I'd probably just hit this with like a heat gun first, and then I'd apply that. The mirrors, it works really, really well on anything that's like black plastic, anything that's trimmed. But if it's a rubber, I'd stay away from it. If it was like a weather stripping, it worked, but it's not really meant for that. So I just asked them if you'd try it on there. We did. It did decent. It made it blacker, but it does work. So anything that's like plastic, mirror caps, side trim, stuff like that. A good example is the stuff on the Hellcat, like the grills and stuff like that. They're all black plastic. Those are a really great example. Let's see. That Durango sure has come a long way from when you first picked it up. A ton of work there, lots of hours. It should have been painted at least 2 or 3 months ago, but just all this stuff happened like almost right at the same time, which just set me back. And I've been trying to be able to work on the Charger, be able to work on all this other stuff while still handling everything that was already going on, because, you know, at first I lost that one shop. I had to move all my stuff to the other shop. Then I was like at that shop over here at this shop. And then I got actually got fined by Homeland Security for my trip to Vegas. So I had to pay that, which it was supposed to be like $30,000, but it ended up being quite a bit less. So there was like quite a bit of stuff going on. I didn't, you know, do a lot of videos on most of the stuff that was happening. And I just try to work through it, and just, you know, it's been a few setbacks, but I think finally we're getting to a point where I can get the Durango finished. I could get the Charger finished. I could, you know, get this Pulsar running and driving again, and eventually paint it, and just go from there. So, yeah. So, you know, what's up, Dave? Not much. What's going on? Big up from the UK. Hell yeah. Would you sell the Durango? I don't know. I'd probably sell it. I really don't want to. It'll be a brand new car again. So I plan on getting pretty close to what it's worth, because I think they only ended up making, I don't even know if they have like an actual number. I think it was less. They said they were going to make 1,000. Then they said they were going to push those numbers up to 3,000. And then they ended up not having the parts to make the 3,000. So I think there's only like 1,200 or 1,500 of them made. So it's probably going to be pretty close. I mean, even though it has a salvage title, it's probably going to be pretty close to what, you know, another one's going to cost, like a clean title one. But it has, like, if you like striker green, you can't get them in that color. So, and that's going to be like $10,000 there. I don't know. I don't really plan on selling it. I really don't build cars to sell them. I may end up giving it away. I've thought about doing my Challenger as a giveaway car, because so my Challenger is in the garage. The Charger is in the garage. I need another space. So it's either I'm going to give away the Challenger, I'll give away the Durango. So we'll figure that out. I'd rather give away the Challenger. I think that'd be kind of kind of nice. Then I could have the Durango and the Charger in the garage. Let's see. I wanted to use on the window trim on my Magnum. I think the Magnums are like that rubber stuff. It'd probably work, but I just don't know how it would, last. So, and that's what the guy said. He's like, well, who knows how it's going to last, because I've never really tried it on that kind of stuff. Are you going to put a stock motor in the wagon? If not, what are you going to build the motor? Are you going to build the motor yourself or send it out? I'll probably end up just building the engine myself. It's going to be a 426 supercharged twin turbo. So, yeah, it should easily make the 1500 horsepower to the wheels. The Cal. Yeah, the Cal. Hey Dave, when are you going to finish Rampage? I like to see you finish it before I die. It should be done. I still need to. I've been waiting on some CAD files, and I need to make the knuckles and stuff like that. Once we get the bulk of this stuff done, once all the fabrication's done, everything just bolts in. So mirrors and spoiler too. I think the mirrors are fine, and the spoiler is plastic, so that should be fine. Patrick, what's going on? Thanks for the $16.99 New Zealand. Hell yeah. Hey Dave, well done with all the work in progress, mate. It's awesome, and it seems to have given you a really real spring to your step as a result. I also think you're more comfortable doing your own thing. Yeah, I was working here yesterday at the shop, and it's just kind of nice not having to worry about anything. I mean, there's stuff I worry about, but I mean, it's not, and it's nice that, I'm going to leave right now, or leave whenever I'm going to leave. And when I come back the next day, there isn't going to be like stuff moved around. I don't have to worry about, cars being moved around. Stuff is exactly where I leave it. So, or if I want to set something up the night before, I don't have to worry about rushing, which is a really good thing. So I just think it's better than, the situation I was in prior. It was just kind of a nightmare, kind of a headache. Nice $10. Yeah. Oh my, why were you fined by Homeland Security? So I guess maybe I should do a YouTube video on it, since I paid the fine now, and I don't think they can fine me again. I don't know. I wonder if I should do a video. It was pretty stupid. It was all their fault, and then they made it like it was my fault. So, yeah, I don't know. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I'll give you a Miata for the Durango, and you pay me $10K. How about no? A Miata. I can't even fit a Miata. I tried to fit in Nicole's Miata, and it didn't happen. So, yeah. What am I gonna do with a Miata? I'll pay 10 grand to fly it to 30,000 feet and push it out of the airplane. The funny thing is I say a lot of funny shit, but I don't have it in my videos because people will probably get offended, and I don't have anybody filming, so most of the stuff never gets picked up, because I say stuff to myself, and I'm just like, oh, that'd be hilarious to have in the video, but it's already passed. So. Where's the Z31? It is at home. You said supercharged twin turbo? Yeah, you just pretty much blow twin turbos through the supercharger. Works very, very well. I wouldn't be caught in Miata. Dang it, I gotta go into work. I'll watch later. What's up, Dave? Not much. Thanks, man. I'm joking because the Miata prices are skyrocketing. Is a scrapyard yours also? So no, just the shop. Let's see. Yeah, the Dodge Chief Donut Maker thing persons they picked should have been folks that actually work on Hellcat, Scat Packs, etc., and ideally actually own some or at least one Dodge. I really don't think it mattered if it was a Dodge or not if they owned. It would have been nice if they picked people that like knew what was going on. I mean, you can't just throw some random person into a position. It would be like if I went down to the hospital and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have open heart surgery. Here's the tools. Get to work." I'd be like, "Well, I'm just gonna start cutting shit open, and this person's gonna die." So I don't know. It's just I don't know. When can we expect the next Durango? I'll have a Durango video. She'll be painted this week, so I'll probably have the video of the body being painted like Wednesday, I think, because I plan on painting. We'll see. I plan on painting the roof tomorrow, but I also have to go to the Apple store because there's a recall on my battery for my laptop. And my laptop has like expanded. It doesn't sit flat anymore on the table. It like has this pretty intense bulge to it, but it still holds power and it still charges. I guess they blow up. So, yeah, I'm going to take that to the Apple store tomorrow. And hopefully when I get back, I could spray the roof on the Durango. And then Tuesday I could spray the quarters and everything. And then she'll be ready to go. Then the next day I'll get the bumper and the flares and all that stuff ready to paint. And the side skirts I don't think they have any damage on the side skirts, so I should just be able to 320 them, seal them, and paint them. So I think we'll be good to go. How soon will you be starting the RB30 Z31? I was thinking of like an RB26 Z31. I have the RB30 for the 240Z, but I also have a spare RB26 laying around. Miatas remind me of clown cars. Miatas are a girl car. They are like built for girls. So I don't know. My opinion, but I don't know. Excited for that. Thanks. If you ever need parts or have questions on the Z31, just hit me up. That's what I specialize in. You seem to have found a decent one. Yeah, the one I have is pretty decent, other than it leaks oil everywhere because it has like 200,000 miles. And besides that, that's about it. So really, I just need to get parts for my 240Z, but I also need to go back to Oregon so I could get some parts for the Pulsar GTIR that I was supposed to pick up when I was there, but then for some reason I guess the speed limits or something are slow there. It didn't seem like it was that far away on the map, but it ended up being like 7.5 hours from where I was at. And I was planning on just driving up there in like a couple hours, and I was like, holy shit, this is like way far away. So I'll probably just take my truck up there, grab the stuff that I ordered, and then come back because I need to fix a bunch of rust and stuff on the Pulsar. Actually, the Pulsar, for being a Japanese car and how rusty they usually are, it's not terrible. So I got a pretty good deal, I think. Are you always on the lookout for good deals, new projects, or are you taking a pause to clear some space? It depends on what it is. So I do actively look at stuff and try not to buy as much stuff as I possibly can. There's an RX-8 down the street from my house that's like sitting on blocks now. So I might go ask them if they want to sell it before it just goes to like the scrapyard, because I've been looking for an RX-8 so I could have, you know, the FC, the FD, and the RX-8, and we'll see. We'll see what they say. Who knows what's wrong with it? Probably has something stupid, and it just needs a like a little thing here and there. Maybe the engine rebuilt, but it'd be nice to have like a manual RX-8. Apple gonna kill Dave. I currently own one of the few VG20 ET Z31s in America. Nice. Love the Rampage project. Workmanship is mind-blowing. Thanks. What's up, Dave? On vacation here in the Keys. Hope all is well. You too. Thanks. Yes, you're a little tall for the smaller cars. I mean, I drive quite a few. The remarkable thing is the 240Z, when I first bought it, I bought it from some old lady, stock factory seats in it. They're like, I fit in there perfectly fine with the seat all the way back. It was like, this car is super small, but for some reason, it fits tall people very well. Big hello from Norway. What's going on? How has life been now that you have the entire shop? It's not bad. The one thing you're always going to notice is you're always going to need a larger shop. So I still have the other shop, but I might just keep that shop for storing stuff that's done. So I might just, you know, take the GTO over there. You know, I'll probably take the Durango over there. Maybe, well, maybe not. I'll probably daily drive the Durango. I might end up, if I don't give away the Challenger, I'll probably take the Challenger over there, just kind of like a storage. So I don't have a bunch of stuff here that doesn't need to be here, but I could just drive it over here if I need to, instead of having, you know, a bunch of stuff that doesn't run over there, because that's closer to my house. So I could easily go over there, grab a car, do whatever I need to do with it, and then, you know, come back. It's a lot further to come over here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would rather not rent that shop anymore, because then I wouldn't have to spend the money on rent. I could buy other stuff with it. What about an RB26 Miata? The US stocks, hold on, the US stocks the right place to be invested in right now? I don't know. Right now I'm down on my stocks, but I'm not that far down. I mean, I don't know, the last couple months it's been fluctuating from like $10,000 to $20,000. So it's just one of those things. If you don't sell it and they don't go bankrupt, you're not really losing anything. It's just all kind of made up money until you sell. But right now everything's so low. I'm probably going to wait a couple months, but I'm probably going to buy more stuff because it's pretty low right now. It's better than having your money in the banks because they're not doing anything for you. So I know that eventually most of the stuff that I have is going to recover or, you know, increase. I'm not really worried about the money that I have in there that's down, because it's all going to go back up. So how's the weather? It's actually not bad. I don't know what the temperature is outside, but it stays pretty decently cool in the shop because I could open the doors and then it kind of just has like a nice breeze come through. And since it's like zero, I don't know, it's not zero humidity here, but since the humidity is very low, it doesn't, like the heat doesn't cling to you. So it's pretty nice. Oh, my hand, this phone is weird. Dave, you more into Nissans than Dodge vehicles because you have a lot of them? I have a lot of things. I have quite a few Chevys, I guess. Pontiacs, Chevy, whatever. I have a few Dodges. I have a lot of Nissans. I have a lot of Mazdas. I have the Ford. I have the Volvo. I have a lot of things. So I don't know. I don't really believe in just driving one car, being like super pumped about one brand, because at the end of the day, you're not really you're not really driving the brand. You're driving a car that's made by a company, but at like any instant, that company can be controlled by people like that are controlling Dodge now. That are like, well, we're just going to kill the Hellcat. We're going to build a bunch of EVs that suck, and that's it is what it is. Then you're stuck with like, I'm a super huge Mopar guy, and now I'm fucked because all they make is EVs. Well, if you drive, one of everything, it really doesn't happen. So I don't really believe in just driving one brand, one model, because there's so much benefit of being able to drive a bunch of different cars, because they all feel different. They all do their own different things. They're all good at their own, some of them are really good at drag racing. Some of them are really good for, road racing or on the street, etc. So I don't know. I've never really been one of those people that are like, well, when I was in high school or college, Nissans, they're the best thing in the world. And it's like, well, I have a 240. I mean, it drifts and it gets me around. So let's see. From Ohio, love what you do, bro. What's up with the Magnum? It's really just waiting on. I really need the CAD files for the knuckle in the fuel tank area, but at this point, it's been so long, I might end up having to have somebody 3D scan them just so I could get the fuel tank made, just so I could get the knuckles made and get this thing finally on the ground, all the suspension, be able to bolt the engine in and stuff. So I don't have to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. Most of the time, I'm just waiting on other people to get this car done. So do you have family that visits you? Visits me where? Like down at the junkyard? Nobody ever visits me down at the junkyard. Hey Dave, new to your channel, totally in awe of pretty much everything you do. I own an ARC 7 FD and just bought a Magnum SRT8, which is why I found you. Yeah, I mean, the I have my well, it's apart right now, but I have my built FD and I have the stock FC, but I don't know. I like them all. They're all great cars. Let's see. What kind of toolbox do you have? So I just have like a Craftsman toolbox that I think it was on sale when Sears went out of business. I think I got it for like $200, but I need to get a larger one because the drawers, that's probably why the Craftsman went out of business at Sears. Um, or pretty much is going out of business. Craftsman is like, I don't know. They're not horrible tools, but it's just pretty much China crap. So the toolbox that I got, I was like, oh, this is going to be a great toolbox. So I get it home and my torque wrench doesn't fit in it because the drawer isn't long enough. So I'm probably going to end up getting like a Milwaukee toolbox or something like that, because they have the one that has like I think it's like 52-inch or something drawer. And I could put my torque wrenches and stuff in there and not have to worry about it. But I really want to get the toolbox down here just so I can get all the crap organized off this table, because it's just a nightmare right now. I just need my toolbox down here. It just takes so much time to do anything. Always enjoy your live chats. Thanks. When are you starting back on the FDRX7? I don't know. Probably. So what I need to do with the FD is I need to pull the subframe and I want to paint the engine bay just because it looks so awful. It looks like somebody tried to paint it before, but they just painted over like all kinds of stuff they shouldn't have. So I want to do that, and then I could throw the well, then I want to do some stuff to the, I probably am going to refresh the transmission, new bearings and stuff, even though it's fine. Clean it up so it's not, because it's pretty oily, the tranny, and then get everything back together, because I have the clutch, I have the turbo manifold. I need to do the exhaust, and I'm going to use my old intake manifold and then figure something out with the intercooler setup. Hopefully soon. Getting the shop finally properly cleaned out and cleaned up will satisfy your OCD. Yeah, I really wish it was just like, I don't know. It's just such a, moving stuff is just such a pain. It's the worst. Let's see. Well, it's already been like 40 minutes, and I want to get some stuff apart on the Pulsar so I can take some stuff down to the machine shop and kind of go from there. So if you tuned in, I appreciate it. I should have a video out tomorrow of something, I guess. But thanks for tuning in. As always, see you guys next time.